your neck. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I gotta smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back to the perfect match. Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Hope everyone's well. I was going to say it's Friday, but it's not. It's Thursday. It's nearly Friday, but it is Europa League Day, which is always good fun. But I'm joined today by Jimbo, Mr. Chang, and Mr. Nicholas Collison, who seems to be the invisible man. But whether he's going to turn up, I have no idea. But Jimbo, first of all, how are you? Will you unmute yourself? That's always
I said, good, thank you. Nice to have Chang here. Nick just seems to turn up when he wants, doesn't he?
He turns up when he wants. He turns up when he wants. Nicholas Collison, he turns up when he wants. Mr. Chang, thank you for bothering to turn up. How are you today?
Doing very well here in Southeast Asia. Looking forward to match day today. I do hope that this would be a problem-free stream for me. It's been a good long while since I've been able to stream from home, flanked by my jerseys. And this is a good change of pace from having to stream from the cyber cafe if I do find myself away from the office. But nonetheless, what can I say? I'm very elated and delighted for that home win over Southampton. True, we made it difficult for ourselves unnecessarily towards the end, and I'm sure we will go into that match review in a short while. But it is match day, as you quite rightly put it, and when kickoff gets underway, it would already have been Friday here in Southeast Asia and Australia. So in a way, you are very right with the date of broadcast, especially for us over here in the South Pacific, and cannot wait to get into today's show with you as always. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Thank you. I still can't get my head around the fact it's kickoff Friday for you and Thursday for us. I'm not even going to attempt to understand time differences because they baffle me. But I've just texted Nick. He said, oh my God, I forgot. I'll be there soon. I might make him. I'm going to forfeit all your predictions. All your predictions. If you're not here in 6 minutes. There we go. He's got till 12:40. If he's not here, he gets 0 for the week. That is the rules. But let's have a look who's in the chat. I'm feeling savage today. Morning, Leo, over in Denver. Hope you're well, my homie. Good to see you. Singing away to the theme tune. Morning, Bobby K. Mwah. Over in Canada. It says, morning, Kate. Everyone chat. Forgot how great your intro video is. Yes. I had very, very good people do it for me. Big up, Finn Rickwood. Good to see you, sir. Angus is in the house saying, I'm still on cloud 9 after what happened Tuesday night.
Well, what happened Tuesday?
Don't start him off. Don't
What
start
happened
him
Tuesday? Did something special happen?
off. Lee Stafer, big up to you. Good to see you. Bobby says, good morning, Super Chang. Morning, Super Chang. Super Chang in Asia. Sing it, baby. I think I've done enough singing this morning already. I don't want to drive everyone away. I'm surprised Angus isn't still hungover as well. Ian Barron's here, says, very good afternoon, everyone watching. Hope you're well and having a great day. I have met a Spurs legend, Cyril Knowles, back in the day. Memories, Darlington till I die. He was a Darlow manager in the 80s. Well, there we go. Every day's a school day. Shemtan's here. Good afternoon.
Cyril Knowles. He was the, I think he was the colour
Nice
guy,
one, Cyril. Nice one, son.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Afternoon, Princess Kate, Jimbo, and the youngest looking old man, Mr. Chimichanga Chang. Hope you're well. We're good, thank you. Hope you and Mum are well. I have got, I am going to quickly, before we go on to anything today, I am going to touch on the Champions League because I think it'd probably be rude not to because it's been immense. Obviously, last night, Villa took a lead against PSG only to lose 3-1. I was 1 goal out. I did think it'd be 4-1. I think 3-1 is going to prove too much for them, but it's not impossible. And of course, Tuesday, as much as I said I thought Arsenal would win 2-1, they went and smashed that out the park and won 3-0. Mr. Chang, did you watch either? And what are your thoughts on Villa and Arsenal's performances?
For Villa, I think they still have some lingering hope when they play at home at Villa Park next week. But if they are to stand any chance of getting back into the tie, I think they have to score early, probably 1 goal in either half to claw back that 2-goal deficit. As for Woolwich, well, I didn't watch the game, but those free kicks by Declan Rice, wow, those were match-winning worthy free kicks. Of course, the narrative, or rather the excuses from the Arsenal haters are that, Thibaut Courtois didn't line the wall up very well, or there was lapse in concentrations. Whatever it is, a win's a win. So kudos to Woolwich. They got the job done, but I will not rule out a second leg blockbuster of an encounter at the Bernabeu. So next week's, second leg, return leg at the Bernabeu is going to be something to behold. And if Arsenal are to stand a chance of getting through, then their defense, their so-called world-class defense, would be really put to the test. I expect a very fiercely and closely fought encounter, although it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Mikel Arteta sets the team up to just park the bus and try to hit Madrid on the counter. So we'll see. We'll see what Kylian Mbappe and Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. are made up of in that second leg. And who knows? We've seen some miracles happen between Liverpool and I think it's Barcelona, if memory serves me right, the season they won the Champions League when they beat us in the final. So yeah, stranger things have happened in the Champions League. Let's just see what transpires next week, Miss Kate. Having said that,
exactly. I'm literally so excited for the second legs of these games. Big up to Daniel. Angus, do you know what? The football gods are listening. If we score 1 at the Bernabeu, it's done. Real Madrid could quite easily score 5 goals at their place. Don't get carried away. I mean, Arsenal were unbelievable on Tuesday night. I'm not afraid to say it. They were phenomenal. And Declan Rice, that is what £100 million gets you, Daniel Levy. Clutch goals in clutch games when needed. If you're watching, Levy, put your hand in your pocket and stop buying Richarlison's. And I thought Villa last night did a really, really good account of themselves. But I just think I've said it all along this whole competition. I think PSG are a different gravy this season, and I'd love to see them win it simply because it would give me a little bit of self-satisfaction that I were praising them so much. But Jimbo, anything for you to say on the Champions League matches?
No, I think what day is it? Thursday.
Correct.
And they played Tuesday. So we've had 2 days talking about Arsenal on the TV, on this, on that, on the radio. So I don't think I need to say anything. And unlucky to Villa last night. I really wanted them to win. For Frankie and Chris and Perry, and not Perry's Man United, George and our friends. That's. But I thought it'd be a little bit one step too far for them. They're at home. They're good at home. They've only got to win 2-0, and it's extra time. You never know. I've got my fingers crossed for them. I love it that Arsenal fans are getting a little bit cocky. You know,
Yeah.
Merson on TV today, Mr. Big Mouth. Yeah.
Saying that all of Europe will be shaking because of that scoreline. Ooh, I bet everyone's terrified. Go on, Jimbo.
Well, when they get to the Bernabeu, it's going to be a really, really tough game for Arsenal. And you've got to remember, they've only got to score 3 goals, Kate. Right? And then it's a breather. It goes extra time and penalties. So they're well capable of winning 3-0. Like Arsenal.
With the likes of Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Bellingham, they can score 3 goals in 5 minutes, Real Madrid. Let's be fair. So I don't think it's all over.
Look, we've got to give Arsenal credit. They played absolutely brilliant. Won 3-0, which you couldn't ask for much more. So take my hat off to them. That's it. That's all I've got to say.
There we go. Uphill Gardner says, what did Kate make of AI having Arteta as the Premier League's most handsome manager and Poch at 17th? Firstly, I'd like to say I think Arteta's repulsive, but my niece, God bless her, Amelia, said, oh, he's handsome when he came on the television, and I had to give her a swift slap and say, no, he's not. He's horrible, and he looks like a Lego man. As for Poch being 17th, I think whoever made the list, whether it be AI or not, they need to go to Specsavers because Poch should be number 1, clear. And there's plenty more handsome managers than Arteta, including Roy Hodgson. I think I'd rather do him than Mikel Arteta. I'm just putting it out there. So there we go. That's what I think. Yes, Bobby, you're right. Barca as well, looking crazy good. You've got to think if Arsenal are going to win this, they're going to have to probably play PSG and beat them. They've got the likes of Barca. You know, it's a big, big thing for them to win it. But hey,
if they win it, they deserve to win it because they've got to get past. They've got to get past PSG and Barca.
Exactly. Big up Mundo, always coming in with a super chat, bless you. He said, big up everyone. I hope to God we play well tonight. I don't care if we play terrible as long as we win by a couple of goals. Oh, Bobby says, no, Amelia, no. I know. I had to tell her. I'd rather do him. I'm glad I'm not on yet. You ain't getting on. You're barred. And I know you sent your predictions by text, Nick, but I'm ignoring it. You know why? Because you're not here. So it's 43. 0 for Nick this week. Sucks to be you. Good afternoon, Paige. Good to see you. When are Man United playing? Are they playing tonight?
Nick, take no notice of that. Just get on here.
Darren, he was vile to me on Ben Show the other day.
He was vile back. I saw you called him a prick. You called him a prick. I saw it.
That's nice. I could have called him a lot worse. Chang's
Moondog.
Yeah. United will be playing Olympique Lyonnais tonight at the same time as us. They are playing away in France to Olympique Lyon. Yes, they do. Away.
Ooh.
They are away in France against Lyon for the first leg. It kicks off the same time as us.
That's a tough game for Man United. I didn't realise they were playing them. I don't know why. I don't know who I thought they were playing, but
did you read Moondog's out?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's Bobby K. I just saw it out from the corner of my eye. Big up Moondog again with another super chat. God bless you. Says one word to your niece, Kate. Specsavers. Exactly. My niece must have also compiled the list of those handsome managers, and she needs another slap. I'm going to see her. She's going to get one. Bobby Kay says, I'm heartbroken. One of the best days ever was Amelia calling me a dilf. After that, I have to question her taste in men. Amelia, why? Why? Yeah, I know. Sorry, Bobby. Paige says, should be an all-time classic like the Manchester Derby the other day. Oh, what a snore fest that was. Big up to Matt saying, come on, you Gunners. Big up to Paul Rowland saying, sorry, I'm late. That's all right. At least you apologise. Some people just don't bother to turn up and be on the panel. I mean, how rude is that? Oh, I forgot. I was at the dump. I mean, at least come up with a decent excuse. It's outrageous.
What did he say? He was having a dump?
He was at the dump.
Oh, right.
At the dump. But look, Chang, you touched on it. Spurs Southampton, as usual, didn't particularly make it easy for ourselves, but we won. We did what we had to do. We relegated Southampton. We cost another Southampton manager his job. What did you think of the match?
Well, I believe I did speak very plainly on Friday when we did the match preview, saying that I felt that the match should be won in that first half. And if it wasn't for VAR and if it wasn't for Ramsdale stopping a few Romero bullet headers, I think it would have been completely out of sight in that first half. Yes, I would say that maybe, just maybe, Romero was marginally offside for that Bergvall goal, which took forever. It took forever for VAR to make a decision, but I think the goal was rightly chalked off. But take nothing away from Brennan Johnson's 2 goals, and I honestly felt that maybe in hindsight, he should have been given the opportunity to grab his hat-trick via the penalty that he won right at the death. But I mean, it could be a wise decision in the long run to award Matthias Tell the penalty and have him break his duck, or rather to get his first Premier League goal. And that would do his confidence a world of good. But nonetheless, we did well for the win. Only that surprise, the goal that we conceded, I felt it was coming well before they even pressured the goal. And questions again will be asked of the midfield after Bergvall and Maddison had left the pitch. And if we are to keep a clean sheet tonight, well, that performance, or rather the non-performance in the second half, should be looked at. But nonetheless, I thought we were good for the win, and let's just hope we can carry on that momentum going into tonight, and possibly maybe over to the weekend as well, when we travel away to Molineux to play Wolves on Sunday. I'm not actually expecting a result there, but the result against Southampton, commiserations to Aaron Ramsdale, who's been relegated for the 3rd time now in his career. I cannot remember who are the other 2 teams. I know one of them is not Woolwich, but that's his 3rd time he's been relegated in his professional career. Something is just wrong with that. But long may it continue. So having said that, see you, Miss K.
I love that, Chang. I love that little dig there. Paige saying, for that kit alone, Southampton deserve to be relegated. I absolutely adore that pink kit. I think it's stunning. And I actually have pink top on to go on the terrace Monday night, and it looked the same pink. It's a beautiful kit.
Yeah, but it's
what?
Well, I mean, professional football team shouldn't be wearing a pink kit unless it's a ladies' team. I'm sorry, Kay, but they shouldn't.
That is so sexist, Jimbo. Take it back.
It's men's football.
That's like you saying I shouldn't be wearing blue.
No, but it's different.
No, it's not. No, it's
men's
not.
Football. They shouldn't be wearing pink.
No, disagree. Apologise.
For what?
For being sexist.
That's not sexist.
It is sexist. You're saying men can't wear pink.
No, they can, but I don't think a football kit should be pink.
Sexist. We're not moving on.
I apologise, Katie Boxall.
Even though Too Darn Soulful doesn't actually agree with you. Sheffield United and Bournemouth were the other 2 teams. Nick could have told us that, but he didn't bother to turn up today. But they were the other 2 teams. Good afternoon to you, Paul G. Say, come on, you Spurs. Matt the Gooner did say, how are Spurs fans feeling about tonight? Jim, I'll come to you first. How are you feeling about tonight? You don't
I'm
have
feeling
to.
very confident. I'm feeling very confident.
Right.
And I think we're going to go. We're going to take a nice lead to their gaff, and then go to their gaff and beat them in their own gaff.
So you're feeling quite confident.
Massively confident. Massively
Confident. I like it. You always feel massively confident, mind you. They are they've got one of the best defensive records in the German league.
Well, their last 2 games don't tell them that, does it?
Out of all the Jim, you can't say that is sexist. Wait till she's in the kitchen or cleaning the bathrooms where she should be before you say that again. Hashtag say Jim. Frankfurt ain't that club where Mamouche came from. Yeah, I believe it was. That is where he came from, I believe. But Mr. Chang, how are you feeling? I think this is a potential. Well, it's not a banana skin because if they've got to this stage, so they've got to be a good team. But I mean, how are you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling confident, although I wouldn't hedge my bets against us keeping a clean sheet, seeing how we completely just, I wouldn't say we collapsed against Southampton, more like we sort of took it for granted. And that, I think, is what is troubling me more than anything. What bothers me is that if we do get a commanding lead in that first half, are we going to take our foot off the gas and maybe save something for the weekend against Wolves at Molineux? If I were Big Ange, I would just tell the players, this is where it counts. This is what really matters, a trophy or at least maybe a runners-up medal if we don't do the job in the final. But this is where the business end of the season lies. Give it your all against Frankfurt, because even if we do get a commanding lead, much like Woolwich, let's say we were to lead 3-0 in the first leg, we still can't take the second leg for granted. We ourselves scored 3 away on our travels against Ajax in one half. So who's to say that Frankfurt can't do the same if we were to get a 3-goal margin lead tonight? So if I were Big Ange, I'd tell those players, leave nothing off the pitch, leave nothing on the pitch, go for the jugular, put the tie to bed before the second half, and maybe after we've already got a commanding lead in the first leg, maybe we will see some of the youngsters who were very instrumental in ensuring that we book our passage into the knockout stages. So it is going to be a night to savor, one of those glory European nights on a Thursday night. And yeah, I again cannot reiterate just how important it is for us to have this tie, this quarterfinal sealed and stamped in this first leg, because if we were to go to Germany, level pegging, or even we find ourselves behind, God forbid, then it will be an uphill task. So yes, the game has to be won here and now tonight in the first leg, and let's just hope no more suspensions, no further injuries or whatnot, and then we can sit back and let the good times roll. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
I've got to be honest to say, unless we win 5-0 tonight, I won't be confident in the second leg. Like I need there to be a margin of at least 5 goals for me to go, yeah, I think we'll get through. Just because it's Spurs. But as Daniel says, Jimbo, we made hard work of knocking out AZ Alkmaar, and Frankfurt are a far better team than them.
Yeah, but look. Sorry, Daniel, but I can't go from game to game because we never had the full squad against Alkmaar, did we? We had lots of injuries, and it's a completely different game. It's different players on the pitch, so you can't really go by that. Sometimes Man City play, let's say Bournemouth, and lose, which they have done, right? And then they go and play Real Madrid and they win. So every game's different. I can't look back at games and think, oh, we lost to them, so we're going to lose to these. It doesn't work like that. It works how they turn up and how they play on the day. And Tottenham, we know that if Tottenham do play, how Tottenham can play, then we will win this game without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Big up Benji. He says, I'm conflicted, guys. I want there to be a charity stream, but I'm equally a miserable bastard, and I can't vote for both options. I don't think you're a miserable bastard, Ben. I think you're just a little bit of an Eeyore. But we've all got that little bit of Eeyore in us. You just let yours come out more often than most. But big up, Benji. And also we've got Aaron Lawrence. Big up to you, sir. Says massive big up. Hope you're all good. Big game tonight. They best give it their all and win well. Yes. Let's hope so. Bobby said he had the same issue with the poll. Just to let people know, Ekati, their striker, has 27 goals involvements in all comps this season. Yes, but people, Daniel, I'm not saying this is you. I'm not saying this is you, but people will use that against Spurs, but are the same people who say, oh, but the Bundesliga is a farmers league. You can't compare it to the Premier League. I'm just saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate and putting the other side across there. And Benny says, Bobby, Kate discriminates against us miserable charitable bastards. Look, I'll tell you why we thought about doing a charity stream. Because, oh, here he is, Mr. Squid Time. Oh, I forgot, I was at the dump. How are you?
I was actually at the dump, Kate, getting rid of some garden furniture.
You know where you should have been? You should have been here. And if you weren't here, you should have been at the barber's because your hair needs doing.
I'm going tomorrow, Kate, before I go down to go down to
it. I hope you brought a letter of apology.
Well, I'm saying to big up to Jimbo because he backed me up because we were being, just as vile to each other. But you were making out like
I was doing nothing. I was.
What did I miss? Did I miss the Gooners using all the toilet, the tissues in their country or town that they live in? Because that's what I've heard.
Matt says, I just watched the start of the stream and I have to say I strongly disagree with Chang about how Arteta will set us up. I can't even remember what you said, Chang. I'm not going to lie. What did you say? That they parked the bus?
Yeah, I said something
should,
along the lines of
Yeah,
Arsenal protecting their lead and just soaking up the pressure because I think away against Madrid at the Bernabeu, I think it would be a bit foolhardy for them to try and outplay Madrid at their own game. So the safe bet would be to just protect the lead, and if they do concede a goal here or there, they should theoretically still have enough left to see out the tie, but you never know. Like I said earlier, if Spurs can score 3 goals away on our travels at Ajax in one half, who's to say Madrid can't do the same in 90 minutes? So there's that to be considered for Arteta.
I think it's very misguided for someone like Angus to say if we score 1 at the Bernabeu, it's game over. I think Real Madrid have proven that many times.
Arsenal supporters all over, Kate, isn't it?
Look, what I was going to say is the reason we decided to do a charity stream is that Mickey rang us this morning, didn't he, Jimbo? And he said that the legend on the bench has gone global. They've had inquiries from America, France, Australia, Sweden for benches to go all over the world. It's gone into absolute overdrive and everything's great and the charity's doing really well. And I said to Jim, perhaps we should do one, a charity stream.
Well, it is overdue. There is one overdue.
It is. It will probably be Good Friday, start 10 a.m. and go on until as long as we can go. Minimum 12 hours, maybe a little bit longer, maybe not. We shall see. But yes, we will do it just to try and raise some more money because they're doing a fantastic job there. But Nick, I have done a little bit of a sneaky weeky thing with the predictions this week. I've added on Tottenham versus Eintracht Frankfurt because I thought I'd put a little bit of spiciness into it. How are you feeling about tonight's game?
Are we playing tonight, are we?
Are you not going?
No.
No. Yes, we are.
How am I feeling? The sun's out. I've got a pack to go to Cornwall on Saturday. And I suppose I might watch the football later. Maybe, Maybe. I'm not feeling... Look, I think I said this. I said whoever deals with their home tie the best will go through. And I think if we have any chance of going through... No, you're right, Ben. Cheers, mate. If we want to Yeah, I think if we want to get through, then we've got to go there with at least a 2-goal lead, or do what Arsenal did, and go a 3-0 lead to have any chance. But yeah, I'm not expecting. Well, we need a performance, right? Because we haven't really had it. And for me, Ange just needs to STFU, because it's just it's just getting silly now. Like attacking more reporters, attacking more people, attacking, sitting there and saying, "Oh well, if I win this, then I'm sacked anyway." Yes, mate, we want you sacked before then. So if you can go and get hammered tonight and because
you know what, this guy needs. I don't know what to say about his press conferences anymore. They are becoming comical. I mean, I just don't know what to say. He can't. He hasn't learned a thing in the nearly 2 years he's been here. He needs to, like you say, just shut up and stop talking.
Because the thing is now he's just all right. You could argue that he's on a hide into nothing, right? But you shouldn't go and start on the fans, right? Because that's not going to help you. That's generally, when you start on the fans, that it's just asking for trouble. So I'm gonna go to the Harvester tonight, then get back and probably watch it, I guess. So
I mean, there is rumours as well over the last 24 hours that Glasner is the one that Tottenham want from Crystal Palace. Nick, thoughts?
I don't think it matters who it is with who in charge, so it's kind of irrelevant. I mean, Crystal Palace are a selling club, so they don't really sign players. If it means that Glasner comes, Eze and Gueye come, then good. But if it means that he comes and we don't do anything, I mean, look, we still owe £440 million worth in transfer fees, so I don't know how we're paying for that. So I would be very surprised if we sign anyone of note, unless someone like a Romero goes in the summer and we're actually giving the money to, use that money to someone. I think people will think that we get a new manager in, that means we're going to spend another 200-300 million. It's not going to happen. We could probably, apart from Tell, which I don't want to sign. That's it, and then it will be another couple of transfer windows. We're not signing anyone. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Shane, what about you? I mean, I find a lot of people are really pleased with Glasner. I find it a little bit underwhelming, but I don't know. At the same time, don't get me wrong, I'd still rather him than Ange. But I mean, what would you feel like if we take Glasner from Crystal Palace?
First and foremost, I think any new manager, regardless whether it's Glasner or if we get someone like Frank or even bring Pochettino back, the new manager has to know that this rebuild, if it even is a rebuild anymore at this stage, this so-called rebuilding of the squad of the team that has fully moved on from the Hugo Lloris's and the Harry Kanes, it needs time to be built upon. And we are just only getting started with the likes of Bergval, Udogi, Pepe Matasar. We have not even seen Yang Min-hyuk or Luka Vuskovic or even Ashley Phillips. So time will be required for any new manager to shape and mold the team in its image. And I think it's the writings on the wall that Big Ange wouldn't be here beyond this summer, which means that whichever manager comes in, he has to be given ample time and be given enough of a chance to succeed and not be hounded and heckled by our own fans. I think that is most important, that we stay patient with whatever new manager comes through the door. But I mean, yeah, we could have had worse managers, or we could even have no manager at all, assuming that Big Ange is leaving, whether it's by his own design or that by the directors. But right now, any other manager would be preferred over Ange and even Ryan Mason. And if Oliver Glasner, I welcome it with open arms. But, and this is why I say I have to caveat this with a huge pinch of salt, the manager will need another, 2-3 windows, much like Big Ange, to actually get this new project underway. And will the fans afford this new manager that much time, whether it's Glasner or Pochettino or whoever? That, I think, is the sticking point here. And if he does go, then it might just welcome back Paratici, or rather Big Angel's departure might just be what is required for Paratici to stay on permanently. And let's just see what transpires. And whoever who comes in through the door, I wish him or her all the best. And let's just see how this season ends, because the unthinkable just might happen. We might just win the Europa League, and the board of directors just might stick with him for another season or so.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always that as well. So I'm not going to write him off for sticking another season if he does leave for silverware, because you have to admit it. If he does leave the Europa League, he might just become our third most successful manager. That is actually on the cards. So let's just wait and see how this season plays out. And whoever comes in through the door, welcome. And I hope they do a whole lot better than Big Ange has in the past 2 years since he's been here. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, I think people are misconstruing what I'm saying. I know Glasner's a good coach. I think, do you know what it is? I'm going to be honest here and put my hands up. I think the next manager, if it ain't Pochettino, I'm going to be disappointed whoever it is.
So is it out there in public knowledge that Tottenham have spoke to Glasner?
There's rumours. Nothing's ever true, like written in stone yet, but there is strong rumours that that's happened.
I mean, how disrespectful, really. Drewler's right. It's right before a quarter final of the European Cup.
But then it could be the media trying to unsettle Spurs, because they do that all the time. So, but big up DJ Samuel. Not seen you for ages. Hope you're well, my lovely. Vindaloo, big up Vinders with a massive super chat. Thank you so much. Says Kate, get some beers for my Jimbo and good luck tonight. Big up Nick and Chang, and Arsenal fans, be humble. It's not over yet. Have a good one and we'll catch up soon. Come on, Frankfurt. You were doing so well until those last 3 words, Vinders, but congratulations the other day.
Cheers, mate.
It was a fantastic performance by the Goons. Imagine if we win the Champions League and you win the Europa League. That's going to be absolutely mental. I'd much rather we win the Europa League and you lose the Champions League. But I hear what you're saying, Angus.
Angus, all I'm going to say is PSG and Barcelona, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's worry about them when you get there, mate, because they both looked absolutely incredible.
They do. So the first predictions for this week are Tottenham versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Jimbo, what do you think?
3-0.
2.
If I need to answer that, you're going to get a divorce.
Oh, is that a promise? Who to?
Oh.
I've got to be nice to him. He took me out for breakfast this morning, so I've got to be nice. Mr. Chang, Tottenham versus Frankfurt. What are your thoughts?
And can I just let me add there? She spent half the time we was at breakfast talking to Mickey Hazard. I was just nothing. As soon as Mickey rings,
rung me. He rung me. What am I supposed to do?
I was just dumped. Sat there on my own like 11.
Hi, Mickey. I'm just out for breakfast at the moment with Jim. Can I give you a call back? Could have done that, no?
No, it's Mickey Hazard. I'm not going to do that.
Unbelievable.
Chang, score prediction for tonight. Bobby's saying 9-1.
Good.
Okay, so I am going to be shifting gears from my usual 2-1s, and if you have received my predictions for match week 32, you will know that I have put, I think, 6 similar score lines for a home win for match week 32, and I am going for that similar score line for the first leg tonight. I am predicting a 2-0 win for us tonight. Hopefully, we get a goal in either half, and I would love nothing more to see Son and Solanke score them both goals. If not, well, I would welcome a Bergvall or even a Madison goal from middle, and I think Romero is due a goal himself. I thought he was rather unlucky with those 2 bullet headers in the first half against Ramsdale. So you never know. We might just score off a free kick or even a corner from either one of Van der Ven or Romero. I think our defense is due a goal. But yes, I am very much behind my 2-0 home win prediction tonight, Miss Kate. Having said that, back to
2-0, I'll take a clean sheet. Drewler, by the time it finished ringing, we would have finished. So I could have answered the phone anyway.
Yeah, man. Jimbo, she's being vile to you now, mate. What is this?
I don't know why. I feel a little bit on one today. I don't know what it is.
Just today? Yeah? Okay.
Nick, I got 3 days on my own. She's going down south 3 or 4 days.
Oh, peace and quiet, mate. Ideal.
Nick, Tottenham, Frankfurt. How do you see this one going?
I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 2-1.
To Spurs.
To Spurs, yeah. 2-1.
That's the same scoreline I've gone with. I hope we're wrong.
I hope we're right because we can catch Chang.
No, I hope we're wrong because I'd much rather it was 3-0 and Jimbo was right.
Yeah, Jimbo was right. Actually, yeah, you're right. Jimbo was right.
Because Jim's no threat, let's be fair.
Yeah, Jim's no threat.
I will give the current standings. In 4th place is Jimbo with 177. In 2nd place is me with 209. In 3rd place, no, hang on, 4th, 3rd. 2nd place is Nick with 230. And in 1st place, hanging on in there, is Chang with 231.
Did I get no points this week then?
Who you?
Yeah.
You got 5.
Well, I thought you said I was on 177 last week.
You was on. Oh yeah, you were.
Thank you. You said that. I was on 177 last week.
Hang on. What was I on last week?
No wonder I'm losing.
You was on. You're on 182 last week, Nick.
How many times you done that to me?
Hang on, Jimbo.
221. No, you weren't. You was on.
I was on 177 last week. You said it.
You was on 172, and then you got 5 points this week. Got 177.
Yeah, don't try it, Jimbo. You should get 5 taken off that for trying to be cheeky.
So you were on 177. Go back and watch the stream, you slippery git. And Chang's hanging on with a point lead at 2-3-1. Mr. Chang, the little rascal, just keeps getting those correct scores. Big up Catalan says you sold Kane for 100 million. Sai Solanke and Archie Gray. Don't diss Archie Gray. Don't diss him. He's wicked. Solanke hopefully will come good. It's rigged, Jimbo.
I agree, Paige.
Robbie says 2-2. He reckons. We have got next Man City Palace. I know I've got your score predictions, but it ruins the game if I don't ask you what you're predicting. So I'm going to go to
it's not in the right order. Is it in the okay? City Palace 2-1.
Is your name Chang?
Oh, sorry.
Right, Nick's going 2-1. He's on 1 today as well. Mr. Chang, Manchester City, Crystal Palace. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this is going to be yet another home win by the similar scoreline of my Spurs Frankfurt prediction. This is the first of 6 2-0 home wins for match week 32 for me. So it's going to finish 2 for City and 0 for Palace.
Poor old Palace. Jimbo. Oh no, I'll go for me next. I've done 3-0 City. Done Palace to get battered. Angus is saying 2-0 Palace. Julie's saying 2-1 City. Palace always gets something against City, apparently. Wow, we shall see. But Jimbo, Palace, or should I say City, Palace? What are you thinking? 3-1 to Manchester City. So we all fancy a City win. Next up, Chang. I'll go to you first this time. Brighton versus Leicester City.
Yeah, this I think should be my second. This I think is, correct. This is the second of 6 2-0 home wins. It's going to finish Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Leicester City 0. And I think this should, if Leicester fail to score, I think they are going to be the first English team to fail to score a single goal in 9 consecutive competitive matches.
Wow, I didn't know that. Bloody hell.
Yep.
Nicholas?
Well, I don't know if anyone's realised, but Chang's got 6 scores that he's predicted 2-0. He's said it a few times already. So there's 4 left, in case you're wondering, with Chang's predictions. I've gone 3-0 to Brighton.
Oh, 3-0.
And I hope it's right. And I hope I go above Chang. So in the mud.
I have gone. What did you say, Chang? You said 2-0, didn't you? I have gone 4-0 to Brighton.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
I said 3-0 against Frankfurt, didn't I?
Yeah.
I get 2 picks, so I go 3-1 as well.
I forget you get 2 picks. Still ain't made any difference, but Jimbo, we've got 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 on this one.
I'm going 4-0. Who said 4-0?
Me.
I'm going 4-0 as well.
4-0. Poor Leicester. Mind you, I hate Leicester. I really, really, really hope they go down very, very soon. Well, they are going down, but. And who was the last team Leicester scored against? The mighty Spurs. Indeed, that was.
The last team they beat. It was Spurs.
Yeah. Forest versus Everton. I'm going to go straight out and say I've done a 2-1 Forest win for this one. Jimbo, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah.
Wow. Everton is Moyes' team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Chang, are we going to get another 2-0?
Yes, we are.
My third prediction out of 6 for 2. Sorry, Chang.
No, it's okay. You took the words from my mouth. This is my 3rd consecutive 2-0
There you go.
home win prediction for match week 32. It's going to finish Nottingham Forest 2 and Everton 0.
Nicholas?
2-1 Forest.
2-1 Forest.
These goals could prove critical at the end of the season. Chang's going 2-0. I'm going 2-1.
Good. Paige saying 2-0 Everton. Bobby is saying, Kate, what the F? You're so racist. You only hate Leicester because you know I was born there. Shameful. You don't even try and hide it. Have you been to Leicester lately? It is vile there. Vile.
Wow.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Leicester is a shithole, but their stadium's actually really nice, isn't it, Jim? It's just down a little side road and it's a beautiful stadium.
We went to Leicester. And it's...
Sorry if anyone lives there.
Right, I wouldn't say it's amazing. I've been there. I wouldn't say it's amazing.
Well, yeah, but it's a nice stadium for the area because the area is vile. I'm sorry, anyone who lives in Leicester, but it's vile.
Right, okay.
I thought I was going to lose my life and I only went to buy a car. The guy had like 6 man-eating Rottweilers. It was terrifying.
Well, that says more about you than it does about him, Kate. So, if you're going to go and buy, if you're going to go and buy a car from a pikey, then that's up to you, isn't it? So
it was a car dealers, if you please.
It was a car dealers, right? And I swear to God, he had these Rottweilers in a cage. If they'd have got out of the cage,
they'd have ripped it to pieces.
They were really vicious. But as it goes, the car was a really nice car, and it was a really good buy.
Was that the one that Kate wrote off?
No, actually, but someone did smash into my car. I've never written a car off, actually, Nicholas. Next up, we've got Southampton versus Aston Villa. Chang, I shall go to you first for this one.
Let's see now. Okay, so this is my first of only 2 1-2 away wins for match week 32. I'm going to go with Southampton 1, Aston Villa 2.
Oh, 2-1. Sorry, David Clark. I know you live in Leicester, and he's put Tottenham High Street's a bigger shithole. I would actually disagree with that, but I appreciate that you sticking up for the place where you live. And I'm sure there's beautiful parts of Leicester, but I drove through the main part and I took my life into my own hands. I'm just putting it out there. Nicholas, Southampton versus Aston Villa.
I went 3-0 Villa.
I've gone really controversial and gone for a 2-2 draw. I think the pressure's off Southampton now. They're relegated. I just think Villa are going to be tired from playing against PSG, and I see a draw. That's my reasoning. Jimbo, what do you think?
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa. I think that you're right. The pressure's off Southampton, but I still don't think they're good enough to beat Villa. And I think Villa's going to have one eye on the second leg.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. Leader Dorset Spur, here he is. Big up to you. Says, pressure's off Southampton. They're going to smash Villa 2-0. See, look, he's thinking the same as me. He's thinking the same as me. Big up to Soul's Legacy. Was the car that was guarded by the dogs a Rover? Oh, my God. Big up Steve RFC. Paige says 3-0 hat-trick from Rashford. Daniel, hold on a minute. I thought you wanted me to do well. I can see. Come on, Graham. Oh, they're talking to each other. Sorry. I've got Spurs to beat Frankfurt 2-1. Same as me and Nick. Ben says the outside areas of Leicester are nice, like OB and such. Rutland's lovely. Rutland Waters, very nice. But I'm just talking about literally Leicester town centre. That's all I'm talking about. Don't want anyone to get upset, but that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Kate's offending everyone today, so don't get upset that you get missed out. Yeah, you're all getting offended, so it's fine.
What do you call people that come from Leicester? Leicesterers. Like Lincolnshire, they're called yellow bellies, right? Did you know that? They're called yellow bellies. If you come from London, I don't know. There is a reason, but I can't remember what it is. Londoners come from London. They're like West Midland or Midlanders. Is it? Well, what are Leicester's called? Leicesterers.
They're called Leicesterians.
They are? I knew there'd be a name. I'm just going to find out why are Lincoln people called yellow bellies. We did find this out. Because William's a yellow belly. Then it comes from the yellow hue of the Fenland mud, the yellow waistcoats worn by drivers of Lincoln to London stagecoaches, and the yellow underbellies of horse-drawn cars that delivered Grimsby trawlermen to the docks. That's quite a nice name. I'm quite happy to be a yellow belly. Go on, Chang.
I've always wondered, where do Lancastrians hail from? Lancashire?
Lancashire.
Okay, thank you for clearing that.
Isn't there a place called Lancaster?
Yeah. Well, hang on.
Lancastrians.
Lancaster the plane.
Lancastrians. Is that? I think that's how they pronounce it.
Lancaster plane. What did you say? Lancastrians.
Lancastrians. Yes, I think it's Lancashire, right?
Yeah.
Let me get the spelling
They
right.
are supporters of the House of Lancaster. See, I'm not that thick.
Yep, that's right. That's the one.
Lancastrian is a person from the county of Lancashire or the city of Lancaster. So we're both right.
But I'm righter than you. You're more left than me.
Not really, because AI says it's from the county of Lancashire or the city of Lancaster. So it says county first. So whatever.
AI also put Arteta as the best looking manager in the Premier League. I'm just saying.
Really?
And put Poch at 17th. But anyway, back to the football. Arsenal Brentford, Nicholas. How do you see the Woolwich lot getting on?
What did I say? Hang on, I better get to them. I said 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 to the Arsenal. I said 2-1 to the Arsenal as well.
Okay.
Jimbo, what did you say?
Yeah, I'll go 2-1. I fancy 2-1.
2-1 to the Arsenal. Mr. Chang?
This is the first of only 2 1-all draws for my match week 32 predictions. It's going to finish 1 apiece between Woolwich and Brentford.
Chang's going 1-all. Big up James Flower. And
Right,
this is going
No, big up to James Flower. He's supposed to be my tag team partner and he's giving me shade. So whatever.
My family is in Oadby, much nicer than Lincolnshire or whatever your name is of your hobbit town. We're in Lincolnshire. You don't know the name of our town. And it's not a hobbit town. It's because Bobby Kay, when he talks to me, always goes Lincolnshire, like we live in like Lord of the Rings land.
I live in Buckinghamshire. Buckinghamshire is profoundly named as the Shire. So.
Do you know what? To be fair, Buckinghamshire is posh. I don't know how you live there, Nick. I don't know how you've ended up in Buckinghamshire.
Because I'm posh, innit?
James Flower, has the tag team broken up then? It seems like it.
No, it's not broken up. It's not broken up.
Chelsea Ipswich. I've gone for a 1-all draw here. I think I'm a little bit deluded, but I've done a 1-all draw here. Jimbo, what do you think? They are better away from home, Ipswich.
3-1 Chelsea.
Oh, Jimbo. Mr. Chang.
This is my fourth 2-0 home win for match week 32. It's going to finish Liverpool 2, West Ham United 0.
We're on Chelsea Ipswich.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I jumped the gun to Liverpool and West Ham. But Chelsea 2, Ipswich 0 then.
Oh, it's the same score.
Oh, it's the same score anyway, yeah. Doesn't matter. Just if Chang, if in doubt, 2-0. Yeah.
And Nick, Chelsea Ipswich.
I have gone again 2-1. As Chang's gone 2-0, I've gone 2-1 Chelsea.
Wow. Drew Lala has gone for 2-2, saying change it later, might change later for Jose's predictions. Chang, I might as well come to you first. You've already given us like the answer, but I'm going to ask it again. Liverpool, West Ham.
Liverpool 2, West Ham United 0.
Nick?
I've gone 3-1.
That's what I've done, Nick. Me and you are on quite a similar wavelength today. Yeah. Jimbo, what are you going to say? 6-0 or something?
3-0.
3-0. Okay. 3-0. I've got to say, I think the games this weekend are a little bit boring. Just looking through the list. Just putting it out there, really. Wolves, Tottenham is next. I think it's difficult to call this one. Depends what happens tonight, but we've got to call it. Jim, Wolves versus Tottenham.
I'm going to go 2-1 and 3-1 to Tottenham.
You'd be better off doing 2-1 to Tottenham and then 2-2. Then you've covered a draw and a win.
No, he's done it now, Kate. Don't teach him if he's gonna do stupid
You're teach
things.
me nothing. I'm not fucking having Wolves draw against us, the Wankers. 2-1.
It's not like he needs the points, Kate. He ain't going to catch us up. So it doesn't matter, does it?
There's a long time left yet. There's a long time.
Yeah, we're saying that in the last game week. He's 80 points behind. There's still time. No, there isn't, Jim. Not even if we give you 5 points for every correct answer you get right.
This is what I say, Jim. You stick up for Nick all the time. You stick up for him all the time and he just can't wait to throw you under the bus.
No, I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm just talking about fact. Don't try and start with me and Jimbo now. You started with me and Flower. Now you start with me and Jimbo. You just up, will you?
Wolves 2, Spurs 3. Wolves 2-0 Wolves. Oh, what a surprise, Angus. You cannot be unbiased, can you? Chang, Wolves Tottenham.
This would be my second and final 1-2 away win for match week 32. It's going to finish Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, mighty Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Nicholas?
1-1.
1-1. Are you broken the code, man?
Well, not really, because I don't remember the last time we've beaten Wolves, if I'm honest. So let's not be all delusional.
Jim's got 2-1. Chang's got
I know what. Of course, Jim's predicting Tottenham to win, but I'm saying the last 3 games we've lost to Wolves, I think, or 3 or 4. Can't remember.
Well, I've done 2-1 as well, so I'm going for Spurs to win. I refuse to believe we're going to get.
Did you do Chang 2-1? All right. Well, I hope it's a draw 1-0. Thanks. 3 points. Gosh.
I hope you get no points this week, except for the ones where you've agreed with me. In any situation, the second leg on the 17th is so much more important for us next season as well. I expect Wolves to win because I expect to be a rotated side. I don't, and never rotates. I hope you lose every game, just like you want us to lose every game.
Hang on, no, Angus. Let's get it straight here. I predicted you to win, and most weeks I predict you to win. So what nonsense are you talking about?
Yeah, we might want you to lose, but we still make predictions you'll win. You never ever predict Spurs to win. Yeah, that's why you're the bottom of the league.
I never predict Spurs to win, so he's not wrong. If I'm honest, there, Kate, he's probably right there. If you predict Spurs to win, then hell's freezing over or something's happening, you know.
Bobby says she's been angry ever since she returned from Amelia's and back to the Shire. I think she lost her ring. How precious! Trust me, if I lost my ring, I would be suicidal. I don't know about angry.
You're right. You're right. She has been angry. Maybe she needs to bugger off back down there and leave Jimbo in peace for 3 days.
That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Good. That's why the show's today.
Why are you going down there? out of interest, or was some not? Leaving Jimbo alone. I mean,
Did
Jimbo's
you say
fine.
why? Did
Yeah.
you say what? Because I want to see my niece and my great nephew and my nephew and my sister and everyone.
Okay, because they messaged me and they said, "Oh, I'm really not looking forward to Kate coming down." I'm just
saying.
No,
they didn't. Amelia messaged me and said, "You ain't going to see that pig, Nick, are you?" I went, "No." She went, "But I don't mind if we see the deal for Bobby Kay." That's what she said.
If it actually, she did actually say that I was a DILF as well. Obviously, not with this haircut. So
I was just going to say, not with that haircut though.
But when I have my haircut on Friday morning, she'll think, "Yeah."
Our friend said, who's the Greek guy you have on?" And I was like, "Danny Kiriaki." He went, "No, you have him on with Chang." And I was like, "That's Nick. He's not Greek." And he went, "Are you sure?" I went, "Yeah." He's not.
Everyone thinks I'm Greek. Everyone thinks I'm Greek. Turkish, Greek.
Poor Jim. # save Jim, feed Jim, clothe Jim. Look, his son's staying behind. Wills will make sure that Jim is well fed. Do not worry. He's a great little cook. Then we've got Nicholas, Newcastle versus Man United. This is probably the game that I think might be one of the best games of the weekend.
This is my only 2-0 prediction of the week.
2-0 home
Newcastle.
Yes, 2-0 home win. I have done 2-1 to Newcastle for this one. Jimbo, what do you think?
3-1
to Newcastle. Mr. Chang, what do you think?
My 6th and final 2-0 home win for Metric 32. Newcastle United 2, Manchester United 0.
Destiny 5 says, when are the tickets going on sale for the Kate versus Nick? What are we supposed to be doing? Bad wrestling or something? I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. 3-1 Newcastle, 2-1 Newcastle. I think Newcastle will win this. Man United are pretty crap. And then the final game, I think it's on Monday, actually. Bournemouth versus Fulham. Jim, Bournemouth versus Fulham.
Well, that's a hard one. I'm going to go 2-2. It's at Bournemouth, isn't it? If it was at Fulham, I'd have had Fulham. So I think 2-2.
Yeah, Bournemouth have hit a bad bit of form, haven't they? Mr. Chang, what about you?
My 2nd and final 1-1 draw for Metric 32 between Bournemouth and Fulham. It's going to finish 1 apiece between these two teams.
Okay, so we've got a 1-1 from Mr. Chang. What about you, Nick?
I've gone 2-1 Fulham, which is my 3rd 2-1 home win of the week.
That's an away win.
No, home win. 2-1. Sorry, 2-1 Bournemouth. I said 2-1 Fulham, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I've written 2-1 Fulham, 2-1 Bournemouth, and I was looking at Fulham when I said it. So, yeah, 2-1
Well, I have done 2-1 Fulham, which is my one and only 2-1 away win of the weekend. And I think Fulham will beat Bournemouth. And that's what I'm saying. But most people think I'm bonkers, quite frankly, which is fine because I probably am. But that's the predictions. Quite a lot of different ones in there. So whoever gets them right could make a big difference to the scores. Ooh.
Unless it's Jim.
Do you know what? I'm going to add 2 more games on here.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm allowed to do as I please. I'm going to add on Villa versus PSG, the second leg. Why are you going what? That's Tuesday. And Wednesday, I'm going to add on Madrid versus Arsenal. And I'm going to get your predictions for them too as well.
Okay.
I'm just feeling frisky today. We could just do as we please.
Wait, Jimbo, you heard that? She's feeling frisky.
He looks knackered. Look, he's like,
Jimbo's like, she can feel frisky.
I was just bored of you lot keep saying how good you are at predictions. It's just so boring, honestly. Well, Jim can't catch up. Jim can't do this. It's like life or death for you guys.
Jimbo, can I just say something? Can I just say something? If you were in the lead, we would not hear the end of it. It'd be like, oh, what's the score? Oh, who's winning? You'd be like, Ange, cup in your ear. Oh, who's got 30 points?
That's definitely not me. And anyone knows me, no, that's not right. I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't, without any shadow of a doubt.
Well, Jim, you have a Premier League game next Wednesday as well. Who's the Premier League game next Wednesday? Newcastle Palace. Oh, let's stick that in there as well. Bloody hell, we're being feisty this week.
Well, we should stick it in, to be fair, because it is the game week.
Yeah.
That's a big old chair you're sitting in there, Chang.
It's a throne.
You were saying something, Mr. Boxall?
That's a massive chair you're sitting in.
No, Chang's just small, Jimbo.
I'm small. I'm tiny. I'm minute.
I'm not saying this in a bad way.
This is
Obviously,
called forced perspective. This right here is forced perspective.
Yeah. So chat. That's like us. So look, my seat I look too big for. It's the same size seat as Chang's, but Chang's so small he looks like, you know.
Oh, look how tiny he looks, like a small child. Jimbo, Villa. No, why have I got Bournemouth up? We've done Bournemouth. Villa versus PSG, second leg. What's the score going to be?
I so want to say Villa to win because I want them to win, but I don't think they will. I think it'd be another 3-1 to PSG.
Wow. 3-1
I really want Villa to win, but if I speak what I think PSG will win a 3-1 again.
Mr. Chang, what about yourself? How do you see this going?
I think it might end in a draw. PSG aren't going to throw away their 2-goal lead, not after having seen off Liverpool on penalties the previous round. I'm predicting it's going to finish 1 apiece as well in this tie. It's going to finish Aston Villa 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
Ben Kaufman saying 2-0 Villa and they win on pens. Look, Paul Rowland, I got so much abuse for saying PSG was scary and excellent. Everyone said they play in a Farmers League. They never beat anyone. They're rubbish. Everyone's changed their tunes. Come on, Paris Saint-Germain. Sorry, Frankie, but I've got to get some self-praise from myself. Pat on the back for saying how good PSG are. But Nick, what do you see happening in the second leg of the Villa game?
I'm going to go with 2-1 PSG.
PSG. Nick's going 2-1. I am going to go. I think I'm going to go the same as Chang. I think it could be a draw. I think Villa might hold on to a draw there, but obviously it won't be enough. So I am going to go for 1-0. And then, of course, the second leg of the Gooner game. Real Madrid at home at the Bernabeu to Arsenal, who've got 3-0 leads. Mr. Chang, what's going to happen with this one?
It's definitely going to be a home win just by how much is the question here. And I can actually see Arsenal not scoring. That is assuming that they are indeed going to be parking the bus and relying on the counters to get at Madrid at the Bernabeu. I'm going to follow my first leg prediction for Spurs and Frankfurt. I think it's going to finish 2-0 to Madrid. Of course, that might see Woolwich scrape past, but I can see this finishing 2-0 to Real Madrid. It's going to finish 2-0 next midweek at the Bernabeu.
Wow. Nick, what about you?
I'm going to say 3-1 Real Madrid. So Arsenal to go through because I just see them scoring.
Jimbo?
You lot haven't got a clue of how do you lot ever watch football and can't see what's coming? Everybody knows Arsenal are going to bottle it and they're going to lose 4-0 and go out like they normally do. Bottle it right at the death, as they always do. 4-0 Real Madrid, Arsenal piss off back home.
I'm going to go 4-1 Real Madrid and Madrid to win on penalties. Come on. Hello, Madrid. Hello, Madrid. Hello, Madrid. That's what I'm going for.
Did you say? I thought you said halal Madrid then.
Hello, Madrid.
It must be your yellow belly accent that you've.
It must be. Oh, wow. I'm
going to say waffle. Angus, you could say waffle as much as you like. You lot bottle it every time you get a chance of winning a trophy, and I expect you 1,000,000% to bottle it again and just go with your normal trend.
Angus. I didn't actually say it, so why are you saying you lot? If you're going to call people out, call the right people out. Don't just sit there. All I'm going to say, Angus, is right. All I'm going to say if you don't go through against Real Madrid, don't ever come at us for anything ever again, mate, because you are going to get absolute pelters for weeks, months, years, everything. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Stay humble. Don't gas it up. It's half time. Just be humble and just wait.
Not hope. It's not hope.
Daniel, go back to Daniel, Kate.
Well, you can always press it down. You don't need me, but yeah.
All right, but I don't like to touch the buttons in case I mess up. Daniel, history's there to be broken. You know, it's going to be their first time. If Arsenal don't bottle it, I will be absolutely amazed because they're just a bottle job club, aren't they? As soon as they get on the brink, they bottle it, and if they're on the brink, they're going to bottle it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal go through, but I'm not predicting it because I just don't want it to happen. So I'm going to try and speak into existence a 4-1 Real Madrid win and then a penalty shootout where they win 5-0 on penalties or something ridiculous. Hala Madrid and all that malarkey.
Hala Madrid and all that malarkey.
I thought Arsenal already won. You would have thought so. By the way the Arsenal fans reacted, you would have thought so. Bring it on. I don't think they'd bottle it, says Ben. That's all right, Ben. You could be a simp. You could be an Arsenal simp. But we are being Tottenham diehards, and we are saying Arsenal are going to do what they always do and bottle it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Let me bring this up, right? Let me bring this up, look. Right? Says the club who ain't won nothing for 17 years and want to come at us, laugh out loud. Right, look, Angus. It's nothing to do with us not winning anything for 17 years. It's nothing to do with us wanting to come at you. It's to do with history, right? You just bottle it when you get on the brink of winning something, right? And for the last decade, you have. And you've bottled it again.
Real Madrid have won the Champions League 15 times. It's their competition. This is history. It's jealousy. Oh, yes. I wish I could wear a red shirt. I'm so jealous.
Jealousy. It's exactly what you've been doing over the last few years, right? It's nothing to do with jealousy. It's nothing to do with we ain't won nothing for 17 years. It's to do with what Arsenal are known for, and that's bottling it. And you're going to bottle it again, I'm positive.
There we go. But at the end of the day, and so what? History is there to be broken. Of course,
you're exactly right. So go out there on Wednesday, right? Or is it Wednesday they're playing? Go out there on Wednesday and batter Real Madrid and prove me wrong, right? Let's see if they can do it. But I personally think, and I'm not saying it because it's Arsenal, because I stick up for Arsenal sometimes, right? I personally think you will bottle it, and at the Bernabeu, I think you're going to lose 4-0.
Look, at the end of the day, maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of hopium in mine. I'm not going to lie, but I'm sticking with it and I'm calling a 4-1. But, we shall see. But the other midweek game is Newcastle versus Palace. Chang, how do you see this one going?
Newcastle and Palace. Let's see now. Difficult one to call. Newcastle should be winning this, but I still want Palace to avoid a heavy defeat because if we are indeed going to be linked with Oliver Glasner, then this should be his, not really his calling card, but maybe his, almost like his preview. Not I would even call it a preview. More like a sneak peek as to what he has to offer. If he were to take over from Big Ange, I think I'll go for a draw here. I'm going to go for a draw between Newcastle and Palace. This is also going to finish 1 apiece, much like Villa and PSG. It's going to finish 1 apiece between Newcastle and Palace.
Yeah. Nick, what about you?
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle. I need some points. I want Newcastle. All the ones that Chang's predicted pretty much 2-0. I've gone 2-1. So let's get those 2-1s coming in. Let's get the biggest points week ever. Let's get ahead of Chang and let's put him in the mud.
The one thing Jimbo had got spot on though, that even the best have crumbled at the Bernabeu. If Madrid score first 10 minutes, could be peak for Arsenal.
I I think this is what I think is going to happen, right? I think Real Madrid, right, are going to come out the blocks absolutely flying, and I think they're going to score within 5-10 minutes, and then Arsenal are going to start twitching. Imagine it's 2-0. Imagine it's 2-0 at half time, right? Which it could well be at the Bernabeu. I honestly believe, and I'm not saying it because it's Arsenal, because I've sat here and said how good Arsenal have looked at times, right? I think they're going to lose at the Bernabeu and go home, and I just think Arsenal will bottle it. It's their history, Arsenal. They love to bottle it.
It's the history of the Arsenal. Be humble, Angus, please. Big upside dancer. Good to see you, my love. Newcastle Palace. I have gone for Newcastle 3, Palace 1. Jimbo, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going the same.
So that's the prediction. This, right, I watched I was going to watch James then. I didn't watch James. I watched Paul Merson this morning on Sky Sports News, which unfortunately I do sometimes. Look what Ben just sent me. Jimbo, look, Arsenal will bottle it. Change my mind. And he said, he just said, I can't. Do you know what, Jim? That's just thrown me. I can't even remember what he said, but he was giving it proper large about Arsenal.
Yeah, of course he was.
Saying it's the best night ever at the Emirates history. It's this, it's that. We were this, we were that.
It is the best night at the Emirates, but they don't want anything. So no, shut up, person. Stop.
The way he was talking, you would have thought they had already won the Champions League, and it was so cringe and embarrassing. And Jim and I both looked at each other and said, he is the reason, one of the reasons why no one wants Arsenal to win anything. Because he will be unbearable if they win something.
Kate? I've sat on this stream, right, and I've actually said that if Arsenal win the Premier League, right, it don't really bother me. It don't get to me like it gets to some Tottenham fans, right, because there's nothing I can do about it. But I just really believe, right, that they will lose to Real Madrid and be knocked out next week. I just believe it. I just think that they will go there and they will shit their pants at that Bernabeu.
If this is your dream that comes true, then we'll all love it. It's perfect. And Angus, don't give me this nonsense about word bottle job in the dictionary. Tottenham is next to it, mate. You are just talking absolute nonsense now. Where were you last season? About 12 points clear, bottled it. Where were you the other season? Bottled it. Where were you in the Champions League final? Bottled it. So don't come here and say we're bottling it, mate. You even in the year when you were top, but that Leicester won it, you were top that year, and you tried to make out that we bottled it. Shut up, mate.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is, Angus, you can't say with me in particularly it's hope, right? You can't say that because I always speak as I think. I don't try and change things, right? Because I want it to happen. I think you will go to the Bernabeu and bottle it, and I really believe that. And if I'm wrong, I will apologise on here. Simple. But I think you'll go there and you'll bottle it, and I think you're going to lose 4-0. I think it's going to be 2-0 first half, 2-0 second half. And if you don't think that's possible, then you're a bit bonkers.
No, Angus, we were never top. We were never top, so we were never in it. So shut up, mate. You're talking absolute nonsense.
I hate that argument because we were never top of the league at all. So it's never in our hands. Arsenal have bottled it so many times. They're more Spursy than Spurs. They're arsey. Cat Lad says we won. Barca won 4-0 at Madrid and 5-2 in the cup final. We didn't even celebrate like Arsenal. Big up SD Football. Daniel says Arsenal have the record for the most times not winning the league whilst being top at New Year's Day. That says it all. You're the biggest bottle jobs in the Premier League. Records prove it. Yes, Daniel. This is what I'm saying. Archer says you actually have to be in a winning position to bottle something. Yes, exactly that. It's such a terrible argument.
If there's an Arsenal fan out there that believes that they can't lose that first half 2-0 and lose the second half 2-0 at the Bernabeu, then they're bonkers because that is well possible.
This is why Vindaloo is such a great Arsenal fan. He sends out super chat and he said it's not over yet. It isn't over. This is Real Madrid. Look at what happened when Liverpool overturned that deficit against Barcelona. Anything can happen. Honestly, this is why we love football so much. And mine is a little bit hopium, but Jim's he absolutely believes it. And So it will be a wonderful day if it happens. That's all I'm saying. I will be delighted. The charity stream results. Hell yeah, 63%. I'm a miserable bastard, 23%. And I have plans 13%. So we will be doing a charity stream next Friday, on Good Friday. We could just spend the whole charity stream eating Easter eggs. That would be amazing. That sounds like a bit of me.
Potentially laughing at Arsenal. So.
Oh, yes. We could just, oh my God, that would be the best day ever. Just eating eggs and constantly laughing at Arsenal going out of the Champions League. Oh, please let it happen. Please, football gods, please. I'm a really nice person. I've been such a good girl. Please let it happen. But yes, Nick's face. Anyone who wants to come on next Friday during the charity stream, please let me know, unless you're called Angus. Anything can happen in the return game. A foul might happen. Arsenal get a red card. Please let it be Lewis Skelly. Real Madrid might get a penalty early on. Exactly. Anything could happen.
Real Madrid don't need penalties to win games.
Crazier things have happened. Yes, they have indeed. When Arsenal don't win anything again, Angus will take his ball and go home like usual. In Jim, we trust. We never bottled it when Chelsea won it either. We were never top then. Arsenal love being top and bottling it. The kings of the bottle jobs. Even if they go through, PSG will smash them. Yeah, I mean, they're different gravy as well. You're welcome. Ben Convent, never happened. Spursies in the Urban Dictionary. You can look it up. We will be eating eggs and Arsenal will be sucking eggs. Jimbo, has Kate been a good girl?
Yeah, she's always a good girl.
There you go. I've got my little Legend on the Bench charity pin as well. These are amazing. I love them.
I've got one.
All the Tottenham Legends wear them. If you ever look at the Tottenham Legends suits, they've always got one on. Look. Can you see it? Yeah. They're so cute. I love them. But yeah, next Friday, starting at what time should we start at, Jim? 10?
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm always up early, so I don't really mind.
The football gods
to get up to get ready.
Oh, Ellie in Vegas is coming to London next weekend. Yay! Have a lovely time. Are you going to the football on Monday? Madrid haven't been this good this season, but they've attacked. That 3-goal lead could be got in seconds. Yeah, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Mbappe, Bellingham. There's so many players that are so good. That one last night for PSG, Jim, that player, I can't never pronounce his name, that you said one of your favourite players. There's so many superstars in the Champions League. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What a player, Nick. What a player he is. Oh, my God. That guy is just so good. He's off the planet. He's such a good player.
Make sure everyone goes to SD Football if you want to watch along tonight. He's doing one. I still haven't.
PSG are one of the best teams in the world to watch play football. Their football is.
Are you doing the pump up later?
We're doing the pump up later. Yes, we are, Nicholas. So you doing the watch along?
No.
Oh.
No,
yes, tonight.
Danny is doing the watch along with Sim.
Oh, yeah, with Sim. Yeah, because Danny said he's going to try and pop on the pump up, but he's not sure if he'll make it. Yeah,
Danny's such a fraud because he said he didn't even want to do the watch along and he was trying to get me to do it for him today.
He's such a fraud. Danny, we got your number.
And Ben is with the prawn sandwich brigade tonight. So.
Ooh. But yes, pump up tonight. We've got Bobby K and Jose. And then pump up Sunday, we've got Mr. Chang. And I'm waiting for confirmation as to Marlon, whether he can do it on Sunday.
Marlon's doing the watch along, I think.
No, he's not doing the watch along.
Angus.
Ashmatic's he was doing the watch along, but Ashmatic's doing it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kate, can you just read that out?
I'd rather play PSG because they'd be more open than Villa.
But you know what, Angus? We'd rather you play PSG and they smash you, so it's fine.
Yes. Big up, Anthony Clark. What do you think about the game? Do you think it's all over, or can you see Real Madrid overturning their first half lead? I'm streaming today. Yes, you are, Bobby K. At 6:30 UK time, you're streaming with us.
That's 1:30 your time, I think. But also Thursday the 17th, Frankfurt. I don't know whether Ben sent it to you. I don't know if there's any tickets left. Ben and Brian are going to do the watch along from the Grosvenor Casino in Luton. with Martin Yole.
Stop it. Oh my God, they've got to get us on the stream as well. Just say hello to Martin, because we're doing a pre-match pump up, and that would be really rude to not invite us. Just say hello.
He's not. They're not. He's not. I don't know if he's coming on, but he's there, and they're doing the watch along from the Grosvenor Casino. So Martin Yole's doing a watch along an evening, and they're watching the Frankfurt game. But yeah.
This is amazing. Well, we're doing the pre-match pump-up for that game, obviously. I know we've got Harry Scarf for that one. And I think, yeah, we have. Harry Scarf, leader Dorset Spur for those ones. I've been very good. I've done very good organising in advance.
Yeah, you have, Kate. It's better because, you don't want the same people on all the time. I mean, you got to put up with that, haven't you? But,
Oh, Jim's my partner in crime. Can't do it better.
They asked me to be co-host. That's why I'm there. I don't mind missing out if someone else wants to do it.
Jim, don't rise to him. Don't rise to it. It's only jealous.
I've always said if there was enough. No, Nick, I've said you haven't got me. I've said from the very beginning, right? If there was other people that wanted to do it, I would step aside. I'm more than happy.
Andy Clark said,
you asked Slotspur Hippie, see if he wants to do a pump up. He'd be quite good at it.
I was happy with the performance, but he's still not over in my eyes. If they get one early goal, it's squeaky bum time. Cool. Exactly, Andy Clark. I see that advertised. The tickets were free as well for that Martin Yole event. Oh, wow. I love Martin Yole. Right. I've set up a redirect to Ben for 2 p.m. Yes, we did touch on this, Dan, about Glasner being linked to the Tottenham job. There won't be a show on Monday because I'm driving home, I think. I don't know, Monday or Tuesday I'm driving home. But there will be a pre-match pump-up on Sunday for sure. And Friday, obviously, is the 12-hour-plus charity stream. I'm sure Mickey will try and make an appearance on that somewhere. And any other YouTuber as well that wants to come on, just let me know. Angus and Catalan, listen, let's just keep it friendly. We don't need to call people clowns or frauds or anything else.
Well, what's Catalan saying to him?
Catalan is giving it about Arsenal not winning the league, and Angus is taking a little bit of offence. But you know what, Angus?
He's called him a clown, is there? He's only stating facts, Angus.
Yeah,
he is.
And you know what the thing is, Angus? If you're going to come and give it, you've got to take it. And you are giving it large, And
he never said he wasn't rude to you. He just stated the fact that you haven't since 2004. You've been absolute shite. So
yeah, facts are facts. Plus, Arsenal got smashed by Barca in the Champions League final. And Gin and Coys and Angus just blocked me. Happy days. Nick, have you got anything planned? Oh, you're going away on holiday. Have a lovely time.
I am. I'm going away. I will not be around next week. Before you ask, where am I?
So you won't be doing the charity stream with us?
Well, no. Well, if you're doing a charity stream, we can't do the predictions anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you can still pop on if you want to say hello.
Might do.
You don't have to. You can piss off.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know if I'll have signals. So
don't stress yourself. It's only for charity. Flipping heck. Don't worry about putting people before yourself.
Charity begins at home. So there you go. And if you don't like it, you can all, because you're all.
There we go. You see, this is the sort of people we have on our show. We don't care.
Yeah. We don't care.
Mr. Chang, have you got anything booked in? Obviously, the pre-match pump up.
Chang, every time I look at you, you're a different colour. You're like a chameleon.
I know he keeps changing his shirt. It's like quick change.
Okay. For my next appearance, today is a Thursday. I have nothing on tomorrow and Saturday. On Sunday, I think it's going to be either 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. On a Sunday morning. I'll be back again with Jose, doing Jose and Chang over on LTL Kokora. I think it's going to be episode 6 of Jose and Chang, 9:30 a.m. On a Sunday morning. And then 3 hours later, 12:30 noon, I think we are doing our pre-match pump-up for the away game against Wolves at the Molineux. So those were my only 2 shows that I have. Seeing as we are not streaming on Monday for a weekend review. I might try and find a time to appear on the charity stream next Friday if you'll have me. Although when exactly will I be slotting in during that charity stream, I will keep you informed. But yeah, I think that's all that I have planned for the next week or so. Sundays are going to be back-to-back shows over in LTEL Cockerel and also the pre-match pump-up on Real Tottenham TV. And then next Friday, the charity stream, hopefully it'll be sometime around this time, either at noon or 1 p.m. latest. I think I can't go beyond 2 p.m. Yeah, so I will be in touch and I will confirm with you. I think shortly after the second leg, of the away tie at Frankfurt, I will confirm my time slot. And absolutely looking forward to giving something back to charity next Friday, Miss Kate. Having said that, back to you.
Thank you. I will probably set up a group and put the links in there and people can jump on when they like, anytime during the day. Jimbo, anything planned, sir?
Yeah, watch Spurs tonight.
And we are Tottenham TV pre-match pump up.
Oh yeah, Tottenham TV and pre-match pump up. Yeah,
Tottenham do That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Tottenham do
it's like, do you know you could say Paul Pogba without moving it like Paul Pogba? Paul Pogba. Isn't that like saying Paul Pogba? You could say Paul Pogba. It just creases me out that you could say it like that. Paul Pogba. Anyway, that's me waffling. Jimbo, do you want to end the show? Don't forget, like I say, you've got a redirect over to Ben's stream. But Jim, I'll let you finish the show.
Yeah, and what about super chats?
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, Jim. Good. What would I do without my co-hostess with the mostess? Big up Moondog for the double whammy brace super chat. And big up to Vindaloo, the best Arsenal fan, who's humble, always very respectful, and whacking in a super chat for some beers for Jimbo as well, which I might steal and use to buy vodka because we might need it after tonight. But go on, Jimbo.
Look, I'm not even really going to talk about tonight because we will win tonight. I'm so confident that this cockerel will come out on top. I'm just going to end the show with Arsenal enjoy your 3-0 win because after your next game, you'll be 4-3 down. It'll all be finished. You'll be out the Champions League. And on Friday, we're all going to have a sing-song. Come on, Madrid!
And come on, you Spurs!
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.